With multiple awards, Priven is always looking forward. He recently launched the world's first cryptocurrency coin with the ability to trade itself. It's an investment managed by artificial intelligence, which had modest beginnings.
So what is it about these big tech companies that all start in a garage?
Lack of funds, maybe. I started working actually from my mom's bedroom because the connectivity for our dial-up modem was there, right? From there, we upgraded, I would say, to my friend's garage, which was going really well up until each time it rains, the water kept coming in. So, yeah.
And that's where it all began?
That's where the birth of Kakiso began in 2006. And around about 2008, 2009, a friend of mine said to me, hey, listen, why don't you get into building mobile applications? And I said, what is a mobile app? He says, no, it's a little piece of software you put in your phone. And I said, don't be crazy. Who's ever going to use that? Use your phone for SMSs, phone calls, maybe playing Snake. It's one of those things that we didn't know what we're going into. I didn't want to go. He kept bugging me. And never in my wildest dreams would I think that be 2018. And as a company, we have over 400 staff right now. So the journey's been really, really interesting.
And it just shows you if a crazy friend comes along with a crazy idea, just go for it.
You've got to be crazy enough to believe that friend, but yeah.
It's incredible. It's incredible what you're doing, and it's stuff like this which is allowing you to work hard, but not only work hard, you're playing hard. You just celebrated your 36th birthday.
Yeah, depressing as it is.
What do you mean depressing? It's crazy that you're 36 and achieved all of this. A day in your life, like the play hard part, what exactly is it that you do to get out and unwind?
I'm not going to tell you. Let me show you.
Known for his collection of supercars, first in Priven's affections is his 7-speed V12 Lamborghini.
So the first part of what we're doing today is we're going to play around with this little toy.
Okay.
I'm going to take you around and show you what it's like to be in my city.
Oh, this is so beautiful. You know, I'm not much of a car person, but if there's one car that gets me going, it's a Lambo.
Well,
and the Aventador.
Today you're gonna get to know what it's like.
Oh man, so this is how we're starting.
This is how we're starting.
And I like the number plate. Christian Grey, that's what you're going for, right?
Fantastic, exactly.
Let's do it.
Priven grew up in Chatsworth to a father who instilled virtues of hard work and honesty. But his dad passed away when he was 11 and he had to fend for himself and his family.
This is my first time in a Lambo. Eh?
Pretty cool, huh?
It's giving me all the feels, man. All the feels.
I remember my first time driving this car as well. It was like, oh man, you know, it's so surreal.
Yeah. I know you're crazy about cars. You've got quite a few in your fleet, but what makes the Lambo so special? Why do you choose this one to drive every day?
You know, it's such a weird story because people ask me that all the time. Apart from it being a boyhood dream, you know, as kids we grow up and bear in mind, I'm like 31 now, right? Back then.
Yeah.
So I saw this car in the aisle, and I took it.
Little toy car.
Little toy car, yeah. It's what this big, and I wanted to buy it. And she asked me, but why do you want this? And I said to somebody I was seeing at the time, I said to her, listen, you know, I want to have this here because I'm going to picture this into my life, and I'm going to attract this into my life. She says, stop being so ridiculous. You're an adult and you're buying this toy car. I said, I'm not buying to play with it. I'm buying it to attract this type of vehicle into my life.
Yeah.
And you know, lo and behold, a few years later, I buy the exact vehicle in a different color, obviously.
So that's obviously one of your keys to success then, it's just visualizing all that success, imagining it's all going to happen, and then it comes to being.
So the one thing that I found for me, the harder I worked, the more diligent I was, the more successful I became.
So I'm still trying to get my head around the fact that at one stage you were a car guard and a waiter, and now all of this, but there's a very important lesson for the viewers out there, is that it's possible for anybody to achieve.
No, 100%. You know, I'm living the South African dream. People talk about the American dream, but I'm living the South African dream. I came from nothing. You know, the only thing that I had to look forward to was the dream of being successful someday. And here I am down the line. You know, I remember guarding cars, just like this here on the road, guarding cars, working as a waiter, selling stuff on the roadsides, never thinking someday I'm going to be living this life and kids on the corner of the roads are going to scream out when they see me drive past.
So it's the power of visualization, right?
100%.
I'm going to feel this leather. I'm going to smell how this car smells, and mark my word, give me 2 years, all right? I'm going to give it 2 years. It took you 4. It's going to take me 2. I'm going to get this car.
Listen,
do you believe it?
I 100% believe that you can do it.
I'm taking it in. I'm feeling it, man.
This lifestyle is the result of a work ethic which began in childhood, with Priven collecting cardboard boxes and selling them to a local recycler.
And this?
I told you we're going to do cool stuff today, right? So let me show you my city and let me give you a glimpse from a different point of view of where I live.
This is crazy. This guy's not messing around today. The Christian Grey thing, you're not messing around, brother.
No, definitely not.
This is amazing. Damn. This is luxury, baby.
A rude customer made this dynamo quit waiting tables. With no backing, he started a business. Reading widely on web design landed his first client. Doing the best job he could led to more clients and to this.
So if you look down there, it's exactly where I live.
No ways. Which one?
One right at the top.
Below the green.
Below the green, that's exactly
That's
where
crazy.
It gives things a new perspective, doesn't it?
It's quite a different perspective from up here. It's incredible to be up here in the helicopter. You've arrived in your Lamborghini. I mean, it must just make you sit back and think, wow.
You know, I think in 2010 when we got into mobile application development, I think that's when everything changed. I remember many months I used to go home prior to that, I used to pay staff and have no salary. And I look back on it right now, it's so surreal. It's like, I mean, can you believe it? This is the life that I'm living right now.
Before the penthouse apartment or extensive client list, Priven learned that with any startup, you have to sell your services like your life depends on it, because sometimes it does.
So, welcome. This
Wow.
is my spot.
This is insane, man. How high are we right now?
We're 20 floors above ground, but it goes 3 levels deep.
My ears are still adjusting, you know, when you gotta like pop your and equalize your ears. And it's crazy, we were in the helicopter, we were like the same height, right?
Exactly,
We were looking
more or
down.
less there.
It's the perfect place to come home at the end of the day, right?
At the end of my day, it's so hectic at work. When I come home, it's my little place of solace. You know, I can come here and just unwind before I get back to work.
Beautiful. Did you decorate yourself?
No, I actually got some assistance in getting it done. It's got a bit of a feminine touch. But I really like it. I think it goes together quite well. It warms up. I mean, the golds and the browns, I think it changes the environment with contrasting against the blue of the ocean.
And if you ever get bored of chilling on the couch watching the ocean, which I'm sure is impossible, you've got a television which takes up the entire apartment, which can keep you occupied as well.
Yeah, it's one of the world's largest TVs. I mean, you know, I like electronics, and when I saw this TV, I said, I gotta have it. It's a bit too big for my apartment. And, you know,
It's totally worth it, man.
please come through.
There you go. Oh, man. Check out the size of this balcony.
It's pretty huge, eh?
It's like the size of the apartment. That's crazy. How do you even decorate a space like this? You got to fill it with like furniture and all
Yeah, well,
kinds
that's
of
what I'm busy doing at the moment. I'm doing a makeover, so I'm changing the entire balcony. We're going to be decking it, putting a jacuzzi on the outside and so forth, because it's such an awesome space to go to waste, right?
Huge.
When I used to walk down on the promenade before, I should look up, never thinking that I'm going to live here one day, right? And it's truly a blessing to be up here. It's like I'm looking down on the entire world when I'm up here.
The cool thing about having such a massive wraparound balcony is you get a sense of how amazing Durban actually is. I mean, you've got the stadium over there, the shoreline.
Yeah, it's truly incredible. I get to see, you know, everything from about a 270-degree angle up here. The stadium is phenomenal at night, and even during the day, it's absolutely beautiful.
Business took off when Priven developed an app for a global company. His team did such a good job that today he can take time for an evening cruise, knowing the biggest names in entertainment, the airlines, and the world's biggest search engine are his clients.
Priven, we've done land, we've done air, and now sea, man. This is the kind of day in the life I can get used to.
Definitely. I do like to, you know, let loose now and again and have some fun. I take my work quite seriously, but when I play, I like to, you know, take it to the max.
One thing I've really noticed is you've got an amazing support structure around you, friends, family, or work colleagues. It's obviously very important when you want to succeed.
They say, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. So I like to surround myself with people that add value to my life.
This month marks the centenary for Nelson Mandela's birthday. It's a very special month, and it's important for youth out there to have people to look up to like yourself. What sort of inspiration have you taken from the legend that was Nelson Mandela?
Madiba was one of the most humble people you'd ever meet. You know, he wasn't one of those people that would go out there and do it all for the glory. He did it there because that's what he loved to do. And I think if I could take one thing from him and live my life, it would be to remain humble in everything that I do. You know, no matter where I am right now or where I'm going to be 10 years down the line, no matter how life pans out, I still want to be the same person that I am right now.
Absolutely cool. It's getting a bit choppy now, and we don't want to fall in that shark-infested water. Let's go grab a drink.
Afloat on the asset base of his new cryptocurrency firm, he never waited for his ship to come in. He launched his own and never looked back.